I'm going to take you along on my full week of training for the Malaga half marathon, which is on the 23rd of March, so we are now less than 2 months away. And this is my third week of properly training for this race. If I was to plan, it should be another big week of running. So on week 1 I did just shy of 90 kilometers. Last week just shy of 91 kilometers. I finished on 90.8k, and then this week should be a little higher volume, not too much, just a touch higher. But 2 double run days, I'm gonna go to the track. I'll have another session which I'm equally excited and nervous about because I've never done this session before, so I'm quite curious to see how that's gonna go. And then this weekend I've got a long run. If nothing could get in the way of my training this week, and if I could carry on dodging all the winter illnesses, that would be great. So the week is off to a good start. First thing this morning, I went to the gym, I trained legs, and I've already done my first run of the week. It was just an easy 30 minutes, which I did not film because it was still dark when I did it earlier today, so there was no point bringing the camera. And I'm doubling today, so I've got another easy 30-minute run tonight. Right now, this early on in the training block, I'm trying not to think too much about race day and what I could do and all of that. I just want to focus on the training and stacking up some decent weeks of running. But I couldn't help it. I had a look at some pace calculators, because if I'm being really honest, what I'd love to run at Malaga half is a sub 85, like 84, 50 something. That would be a really good stepping stone towards my sub 84 goal for the year, which I'm hoping to achieve at the back end of this year, like October. So when I ran my 85.41 at Valencia half back in October, which is my current PB, my pace was 404 mil per k. If I want to run, let's say 84.55 at Malaga half, my pace needs to be 402 mil per k. Some days I'm thinking, yes, that's achievable, that's not too out of reach. I can sustain this pace for 21 kilometers. I could do that on the 23rd of March. And some of the days I'm like, can I though? Can I? And then I start thinking, oh, what if Valencia half was a fluke? What if I can't even run an 85 half marathon anymore? And then that's when I remember that this is why I'm trying not to think about race day, so I just shut it down. Anyway, my run today was easy 45 minutes with some strides at the end. I'm having a bit of a slower start to the day because I went to the club track session last night, and usually after an evening session, I have a really hard time falling asleep. It ends up being a really short night. So yeah, this morning I'm just giving myself a bit more time to get up and get going. So about that track session last night, which I did not film, I never bring my camera to those sessions. I had a bit of a problem with my Garmin. For some reason, I couldn't manually lap. The lap button wouldn't work. No idea what happened. Honestly, I'm gonna have to do another hard reset of this watch. So my warm-up was 4.5k, and then the session itself, I'm already struggling to remember what we exactly did because I don't have the laps. So we did 1 mile, and then 800, and I think it was 600, and 400 or 300, and then 2 times 150. And then we went back up again, so we did 400, or was it 300? Can't remember. And then 800 twice, I think. Anyway, so total distance on the track was 8.3k, including some lap recoveries. And then my cooldown was 2.3k. That's what I got up to last night. And today I have a double, same as Monday, easy 30 minutes this morning, easy 30 minutes this evening. The focus today is on the recovery because I have another session tomorrow. I kind of wish the club track sessions were Tuesdays because then it would be a more balanced week. The minute if I go to the track session Wednesday evening, then we have to choose between me doing another speed session at the end of the week or a hard long run. I can't do both between Thursday and Sunday. It would be too much intensity in a too short time frame. So that's kind of like the conundrum we have. So last week I didn't have another speed session after the track, but then I had a hard long run. And then this week we chose to do 2 speed sessions, so Wednesday, Friday. And then my long run Sunday is not going to be that hard. We are going to add a little bit of intensity, but it's not going to be, you know, a proper long run workout. So that's why there will be weeks where I don't go to the track so that I can do my first speed session on Tuesday, and then the week will be better balanced and I'll have more than 36 hours to recover until the next session. First run of the day done. And my legs didn't feel too bad, which is good. Last Thursday after the track, oh, my legs were not feeling great at all. And also last night I had a better night's sleep than I had last week. It was short, but the sleep quality was decent. So I guess that made a difference today.
I'm getting ready for the session. So yesterday evening, it was like 6 p.m. I did my second run of the day, another easy 30 minutes, and it didn't feel as good as the morning one. Not quite sure what happened. I almost felt like I was in a hypo state. I almost felt like I was, a bit shaky, like not feeling quite well. But anyway, I had a good night's sleep, and I am hoping the session today will go well. And I'm also hoping that my watch is going to stop playing up, and at this time I can lap my reps. After my warm-up, the session will be 5 by 5 minutes with 2 minutes recovery between those long reps. And basically, I am progressing the pace. So the first rep starts kind of around my tempo pace. Ben told me to start at around 4:10 minutes per K, and we increase the pace by 5 seconds per K for every rep. And once I've done these 5 reps, I've got 3 minutes easy recovery, and then as a little spicy finisher, Ben gave me 2 by 1 minute. So that's the plan today.
4 reps down, 1 more 5-minute reps to go. The hardest one, 350 minutes per K. Okay, done. 3 minutes easy, and then 2 by 1 minute, and then we cool down, and the session is done. I'm so happy with how this session went. It is rather cold this morning, only 1 degree Celsius. So my run today is just an easy 40 minutes. It is actually the first run of the month because today is the 1st of February. And I hope February will be as good as January was in terms of running. I did have a good start to the year. I got my 10k PB at Valencia 10k, and then I stacked up some big weeks of training after that race. I ran just shy of 346 kilometers. The Garmin app says 345.9. This is my second biggest month to date. My biggest was December. I ran 349 kilometers. So I've just had my 2 biggest months to date back to back. It is Sunday morning and we drove to the spot that we really like in the countryside for our long runs. I've got a 25 kilometer long run today, which I don't know, it's only 2 kilometers more than last week, and I've done a 25k run before, but it still feels a bit long. And Ben has a 20 miler. So this is Ben's stash of gels. He loved the SIS Beta Fuel, so it's got 1 caffeine and then 2 normal. For myself today, I've gone for a combo of Stärke and Precision. So this one has 50 gram carbs and then this one has 30 grams. So I don't have specific paces today, but the aim is to run kind of edging towards steady pace. Done, 9 to go. I'm going a little faster than expected. I was just listening to music, not really paying attention to my pace, and then I realized I was doing more like 4:30 something, 4:40 something, when really I should be around 4:50 per K. You know, I wasn't meant to go that deep into my steady pace. So maybe the last 5 kilometers of this run are gonna feel quite tough. And if that's the case, well, I only have myself to blame. And done. 25 kilometers, steady pace, a bit faster than planned, but I held on until the end. So that's good. Do you enjoy?
The best route I've ever done.
Oh, that's good. This concludes a really good week of training. So I am finishing on 92.3k, which is my biggest week to date. I'm just so relieved that everything went well, like the sessions, the long run today, all the key runs basically went really well. And I went to the gym twice. I was gonna go 3 times, but yesterday Ben and I thought we should just focus on recovery a bit more this week, so we scrapped yesterday's gym session. Next week is gonna be a little less volume. I'm not gonna call it a down week because I think I should be at 78 to 80k, so still quite a big week, but not as much as the past 3 weeks. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you've not already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!